A bit slow to get going, Athenia, and Nasty Queen didn't want to go a yard early. One of the first out, Zabansky, hopping out quickly. Waikiki Princess back in the centre and pushing up now, Turlington. A length further back is Fibs to the outside, fourth early. Two further back than Linguist inside Land of Dreams. Two or three then well back off midfield at the moment. Love of Georgia, and four then to Athenia, and last of all, Nasty Queen. Zabansky had enough speed to cross over and lead now from Waikiki Princess and Fibs on the outside. A half further back, a length further back now, Turlington. Then Land of Dreams, Linguist the inside, two to Love of Georgia, five off the front, four further back in the race then before the turn, Athenia, and two to Nasty Queen. Fibs the grey going quickly has now got around the outside and shot to the front, and Fibs opened up and spread it away from Waikiki Princess and Zabansky. Then Love of Georgia and a gap in the race to Turlington, but Fibs three in front now, straightening up from Waikiki Princess after it. Love of Georgia down the outside, Fibs a length in front. Waikiki Princess is wearing it down. Waikiki Princess and Fibs. Waikiki Princess a half length to Fibs, 2 lengths away, third Love of Georgia, then Turlington. A gap in the race further back came Linguist from Land of Dreams, a good gap in the event then to Athenia, and the last two is Zabansky with Nasty Queen.
And the winner, 8 Waikiki Princess, $522, 5 Fibs, 180, 6 Love of Georgia, 140.
Waikiki.
On the Super Tab, number 8 Waikiki Princess, $4.70 and $1.80. Number 5 Fibs to return, $2.20, and 6 Love of Georgia, $1.50.
5 and 6 in the frame. 8, 5, 6 and race 1.
All right, more from Melbourne shortly. Let's go to Kembla, and it's good afternoon and welcome, Wayne Harris.
Hi, Les, how are you?
Oh, good, thanks, Wayne.
Okay, we'll leave that there. National Racing Service, Triple S FM. We've got Canberra racing today.
Racing this time. That was an even start too, and Rippling Mill from the inside, one of the best to get out. Commencing well was Dancing Jester with Overtime. Mycology up looking for the lead. Starry Way's going to be caught out very wide, followed by Tropical Breeze, then Street Star, who's travelling on the inside of Whistles. 2.5 to News of the World, a couple to La Loop, and a length to Mighty Christie. Onto the course proper, 9.50 to go, and Rippling Mill shows the way. And is a clear-cut leader by nearly a length now on Mycology. 2.5 to Dancing Jester, 2 to Starry Way. On the outside of her stablemate Overtime, then Tropical Breeze, Whistles, 2.5 Street Star, then News of the World, followed by Mighty Christie and a couple of lengths to La Loop, who'd be back about 12 lengths off the lead, occupied by Rippling Mill. And out of the 600, it's Rippling Mill, 3/4 Mycology, working up wider out as Tropical Breeze, Dancing Jester over on the rails, and then Starry Way, Overtime from Whistles, News of the World, Street Star, Mighty Christie, and La Loop, hard ridden by Dale Spriggs, who's Stone Motherless. Around the corner and up the rise they come, and Rippling Mill more than a length on Mycology. On the outside is Tropical Breeze, and then Dancing Jester try to weave clear, and the favourite well back La Loop, and on the extreme outside but is starting to make ground. Rippling Mill in front, Dancing Jester sees daylight. La Loop is starting to flash down the outside. Dancing Jester hits the front. La Loop tries hard to pick her up, can't, and Dancing Jester held off La Loop. Third, Rippling Mill, followed by Starry Way, Street Star, News of the World, and then Mighty Christie. Mycology further away, Overtime, Tropical Breeze, and Whistles finished at the tail of the field.
Number 1 Dancing Jester, $5 and $2. 2 La Loop, $1.70, and 4 Rippling Mill, $1.90.
In this part of the world, coming up from Melbourne, and has booted home Dancing Jester in the first at 5.40 and 2.20. La Loop, coming fast from the tail of the field, couldn't quite make up the ground in time, and has run second to pay $1.80. And number 4, Rippling Mill, will be third at $1.90. No numbers semaphore at the moment, but you'll find them 1, 2, and 4. The winner trained by Gay Waterhouse and is by Rory's Jester from By the Light, a Chestnut filly. 3, raced by Mr. and Mrs. P.D.L. Horwitz, DJ Thompson, and Mr. and Mrs. J.P. Klomp, and Danny Nikolic, the winning rider. Now, here are the numbers.
1, 2, 4.
1, 2, 4, our official. I've been advised by the judge, a slight problem with the infield screen. 1, 2, 4, our official, with Dancing Jester first, La Loop second. She's by Bellotto from Contra A to Bayer Brown filly. 3, Kylie Gavenlock, Dale Spriggs, and 4, Rippling Mill by Crested Wave from a mare called Blemmel, trained by Les Bridge and ridden by Jason Lee. The winning margin was a half neck. So that second filly has certainly made up plenty of ground over the last 150, hasn't she? Half a neck with a length and a half between second and third. Now, the good part about this race is the time of 1:22.95. Now, this is a dead track, as we know. Arla Juliet holds the class record on a good track at 1:22.18. So that's been a very...
Racing. Theatre Bounce brilliantly out of the 3 gate. First to hit the ground with Gold Valley on the outside, showing speed and showing some pace now. Blue Danzig. Station Ruler pushing forward as he eases back on Theatre and Northern Song the inside. Going through Station Ruler just over on the inside of Gold Valley, and Blue Danzig pushes up in the middle. 2 further back, Glamoremus from Northern Song now 5th. 2 lengths to Theatre, who lost its position from Atomic Man, and 2 to Gold Boss through the gap. And 3 deep on the outside. Here it's Gold Valley. Blue Danzig heads it off in the middle. Station Ruler halfway under some pressure, a length and a half. Northern Song right behind them 4th. Inside Glamoremus, 2 then to Theatre, and Atomic Man outside it as they come to the turn. Blue Danzig a half in front from Gold Valley and Station Ruler, then a length off into Northern Song. Theatre's back second last under the whip, and Glamoremus to the outside. Blue Danzig a length and a half in front. Northern Song is out, and after this leader they're clear of the others. Further back Glamoremus, and then making ground Atomic Man. Blue Danzig in front. Northern Song lodging. Blue Danzig wins it a short head, I'd say. Northern Song, 2 away, 3rd Atomic Man. Then further back in the race, Station Ruler, Glamoremus, Gold Boss. Theatre dropped out to run second last. And last of all in the race is Gold Valley.
Number 6, Blue Danzig at 11.90, 240. In a photo, over 3 Northern Song at 130. For 3rd TAB7 Atomic Man. Good value for the place at $9.90.
Ooh. With Blue Danzig in front, with Northern Song coming out after. Blue Danzig showing plenty of fight. Going down to the post. Blue Danzig just in front, nearing the line. And there's not much in it. The judge calling for the photo. And 6 gets it. 6 gets it, just gets in. Blue Danzig. Matthew Gatt wins it from Northern Song, number 3. And 3rd, number 7, Atomic Man, 6, 3 and 7.
6 Blue Danzig on Super Tab, 12.40 and 3.20. 3 Northern Song to pay $1.20, and 7 Atomic Man, $6.60. That's 637, race number 2 at Moonee Valley. Let's head back out to the Canberra.
They're off. Hasta La Quista jumped very well from an outside alley. Sayud got out nicely, and so did Clandon, followed by Star Sierra. Jubilee Magic is not far away. Rice trying to muster speed through on the inside. 2 to Quick Star, Father Will Dance, followed by Coliseum, and Native Zephyr drops out to last. 700 to go, and Hasta La Quista and Sayud clap on the speed. They're 2 lengths on Jubilee Magic. Star Sierra the inside. 4 lengths to Clandon, 2 lengths to Rice, given a couple of cracks with the whip. Another 2 lengths to Quick Star, 4 as they spread out Coliseum, and then Father Will Dance and Native Zephyr homeward bound, and the favourite Hasta La Quista get to a length and a half. Jubilee Magic, Sayuda's gone. Clandon to 3rd, followed by Quick Star putting in his claim. Down to the 200 metres, Hasta La Quista, hands and heels by York. Here comes Dye aboard Quick Star. Clandon trying to go with it, but Quick Star out in the centre almost hits the front. 2nd Clandon, Hasta La Quista next, but Quick Star will win it easily. Quick Star beat 2nd Clandon, and Father Will Dance flew for 3rd from Coliseum, making up many lengths. Hasta La Quista walked in. Jubilee Magic was next from Rice, Native Zephyr, Star Sierra, and last of all was Sayud.
1 Quick Star, Super Tab, 5.10, 170. 2 Clandon, 3.50. 6 for 3rd, Father Will Dance, 4.80.
Day. Number 2, Clandon, ridden by Rod Quinn, will be 2nd. And Father Will Dance, number 6, ridden by Greg Ryan, will be 3rd. In New South Wales, the winner to pay $5 and $1.50. The runner-up, number 2, at $3.40. And there's the 3rd and the full complement of numbers 1, 2, 6 on the infield screen. Number 6, Father Will Dance, at $5.10. Winner landing some nice bets late. And a Quick Star is by Success Express from Ree Star. A Biscawong mare is owned by Mr. R.J. and Mr. C.J. Curo, trained for them by Gary Fraser at Hawkesbury. And the colt had only had the 3 starts prior to today for a 2nd and a win. And now he's rung up win number 2, and a very, very strong and determined performance, indicating that this colt will get better as his races are stepped up. Clandent is by Splendent from Kindred, trained by Bobby Pearce, ridden by Rodney Quinn, and the 3rd, number 6, Father Will Dance, got home well by Dan Zero from Nightstand. Locally trained, this 2-year-old bay colt by Gay Waterhouse, ridden by Greg Ryan. The official fourth was number 5, Colosseum, who also made up many, many lengths. 1 3/4.
Suss has got off the fence, and after a beautiful run should have a good kick left. Running on around the outside is Active Devotion. Miss Danehill's trying to come with her. Suss is racing after Fradari. Distant Beauty in third, coming around the home turn. Then Active Devotion laying in a little, and Miss Danehill is with her. Suss has burst to the lead. Western Love getting a run through on the inside, followed by Distant Beauty. It's Suss in front of Western Love, rallying through on the inside, but Suss pulling out about a neck in front, and Suss wins it from Western Love in second. 2 lengths Distant Beauty third. They're followed in by behind these to finish Primrose Penny, Miss Danehill, Whoopie Ride. Back behind them is Fradari, who weakened badly, Raven Beauty, then Simply Sell and Active Devotion, one of the last to reach the line. Well, that was a perfect ride by Matthew Gatt, just tucked her away. Gave her the run of the race, out to go for the leaders before they came around the home turn, and then held out Western Love, who's finished quickly along the fence, and Distant Beauty battled strongly third. 5, 6 and 7 official numbers. Weight certainly in Suss's favour today. Third at Moonee Valley last time out with 56. The claim for Matthew Gatt saw a swing of 3.5 kilos in her favour over Miss Danehill for 1. And she didn't lead today, which is a tough essay at Moonee Valley at the best of times. She had a lovely sit just behind them and found plenty when the pressure went on. She's by Farrar, a 3-year-old. She's paid $4.30 and $1.60. Western Love $3.90 and Distant Beauty $3. Quinella $35.10. The double $76.20.
So Suss, a good winner.
They're off this time. The favourite jumped out pretty well, Cherubian. Fashion News and Troon were best away, and Fashion News is going to lead settling down from on the outside Forest, the inside Sumacum Lorde, then Troon Cherubian, followed by Atlantis Cadet, a length then to Rubicall, Lust for Power, and about 3 lengths further off is Spend. They race down past the 800. Fashion News a length and a half, Troon to a clear second. Third posse Sumacum Lorde on the inside of Forest and Cherubian, then Rubicall travelling on the outside of Atlantis Cadet, 2.5 Lust for Power, and 3/4 Spend the outside. 500 left to go, and Fashion News leads by 2 lengths, increasing its break in fact on Troon as they round the bend. Sumacum Lorde in third spot and 2 lengths to Forest. A length further back is Cherubian, and then comes Rubicall. On top of the rise in the stretch, 300 left to go. Fashion News more than a length on Troon, whose riders had to draw the whip. Likewise the rider on the favourite Cherubian, then Sumacum Lorde Forest at the 150, however, and Fashion News is doing it easily. Fashion News 2.5 Sumacum Lorde Cherubian, but Fashion News, a very much improved racehorse, wins easily from second posse on the inside, Sumacum Lorde and Cherubian third, then Forest Spend went home pretty well. A break to Troon, Rubicall, and tailed right off Atlantis Cadet and Lust for Power.
8 Fashion News, 660, 220. 7 Sumacum Lorde to pay $3.50 for the place, and 4 Cherubian 120.
The 7 will be second, Sumacum Lorde, and number 4 Cherubian in third spot. Winner on the New South Wales tote to pay $6.40 and $2. The runner-up number 7 at $3.60, and the third number 4 to pay a tote dividend of $1.30. Yeah, well, the bubble burst there with Cherubian, didn't it? But you can take nothing from Fashion News. He won here on the inside grass on the 9th of December. Very impressively. That was his first run since June. He was scheduled to go around in a race at Wyong recently, but he stayed in the stalls. He was subsequently made the barrier trial, which he did well. He's come out and he's won 2 straight. Fashion News by snippets from V&A, raced by Sandy Tate and Mrs. Jill Nivison, trained for them by Guy Walter, and of course races in the same interests as the top class stayer Tie the Knot. So he's only had the 4 starts now, this fella, and he's won his 2 since resuming, and he's getting better all the time. So
Listen, we'll just racing over on the inside here, and Storm Rebel, one of the first out from Reaper Barn, Travel Lot, Let's Cut Loose. Royal Blue, the grey, is out deep with Jiminy, but they're travelling forward now, and Pearl Prince is starting to push up nearer the inside. A few of them across the track looking for the front down on the first turn now. Storm Rebel on the inside of Matego, who's racing fiercely, and Royal Blue's gone around it. Oompa Loompa in that bunch, and Jiminy White are out from Pearl Prince back on the inside from Mr. Machiavelli. Let's cut loose. Midfield the fence, a length and a half further back in the race, Reaper Barn. Privy Council, Travel Lot, and 2 further back in the event, then Party Prince with Rich Pickings. Around the turn at the 850, Storm Rebel kept the front. 3/4 in front now from Royal Blue, a length into Jiminy out 3 deep. Pearl Prince is over on the inside of Matego, 1 further back, Oompa Loompa, a length, then Let's Cut Loose. Then Mr. Machiavelli, Reaper Bar on the inside, 1.5 Travel Lot from Privy Council. Then further back in the race, the last 2, Party Prince on the outside of Rich Pickings. Coming down the side of the 600, Storm Rebel a half, Royal Blue a length and a half, Jiminy working hard around Matego. Pearl Prince back on the inside and taking off Mr. Machiavelli around Oompa Loompa. Let's Cut Loose is held up for a run from Travel Lot, followed by Reaper Barn. Then further back in the race, Rich Pickings, Party Prince and Privy Council. Storm Rebel a length and a half in front, turning for home now from Royal Blue, Mr. Machiavelli. Then Matego, and now Let's Cut Loose to the outside from Pearl Prince, but Storm Rebel at the 200, 2 in front of Royal Blue, followed by Mr. Machiavelli. Then Pearl Prince and Let's Cut Loose. Storm Rebel in front. Royal Blue coming at him quickly now. Royal Blue's got up now to Storm Rebel, and Royal Blue comes home to win. Scores a half length. Storm Rebel a length third, Mr. Machiavelli from Pearl Prince. Then Let's Cut Loose. Rich Pickings late from Reaper Barn. Matego further back, Jiminy. Travel Lot followed by Party Prince, and near the tail Privy Council and Oompa Loompa.
2 in a row for Royal Blue. Number 1 at 5.62.20, defeating number 8 Storm Rebel at 2.30 for third. Number 7 Mr. Machiavelli at 3.20.
Number 1 there, Royal Blue, to pay $5.52.20. Number 8, Storm Rebel, to pay $2.40, and 7 for third, Mr. Machiavelli, $2.80.
That's 1, 8 and 7 in 130.7. He's a game horse. He's an 8-year-old. Had a few friends, a few of the old timers going around in the race, but he's racing with a great deal of zest. And he's beaten Storm Rebel, has got him in the last 40 or 50 metres, and third, number 7, Mr. Machiavelli, 187. A half length by 3/4, 187 a half by 3/4, 130.7 the time.
651 treble there should return $524.90 as we return to the Canberra racecourse once again. Here's...
They're off. And one of the best to break the line was Lady Covetous. Out pretty well, St. Pamela ran. Gala Ball is third, and Grey Bell hustling through on the inside to be in the 4th spot, followed by Snar Dame. About 3 further lengths, then to Volakai, moving away from Vo, then Bossy Bridal Chance. Basics is second last, and Eyes to Spy whips them in. Onto the course proper here near the 950, and Lady Covetous is the leader. 3/4 Gala Ball. 2 lengths away, third is St. Pamela around on the inside of Grey Bell, and 1 to Snar Dame. And then a break to Basic starting to scoot up very, very quickly. A break then to Volakai Bossy, then Bridal Chance, and the last pair of Vo and Eyes to Spy. They travel along past the 700, and so quickly has Basics gone. She joins Lady Covetous with Gala Ball a length behind them, third, and then Snar Dame. St. Pamela ran over on the inside of Grey Bell from Bridal Chance, and then Volakai. A length further back is Bossy, and the last pair of Vo and Eyes to Spy as they round the corner. With just over 400 to go, and Basics wide out just leads Lady Covetous. Between them is Gala Ball. A length further back is Snar Dame, Bridal Chance, and here's Eyes to Spy. She's letting rip the outside, and St. Pamela around finally seeing daylight, but Eyes to Spy out in the, about 5 off the inside rail, hits the front. Basics is going with her, but Eyes to Spy, isn't she an improved mare? Eyes to Spy wins well from Basics. Vo third, then Gala Ball, Bossy, St. Pamela around, Snar Dame, Bridal Chance, Grey Bell, followed by Volakai, and last in was Lady Covetous.
Number 2, Eyes to Spy, $7, $2.30. At 1 Basics, $1.80. 7 Vo, $4.50. That treble, $182, $417.
Great credit to her trainer, Peter Domkins. Number 1 Basics has paid $2.10, and Vo number 7 will pay $3.30. 217 with the 4th, 5th and 6th to come for the superfecta. Eyes to Spy. She scored at Rose Hill on the 5th of December by a nose, but she had a more commanding margin to spare today over Basics, who was beaten, of course, by that nose margin, 2 Eyes to Spy at Rose Hill. So Eyes to Spy has just got the wood on Basics at the moment. She's by Spectacular Spy from Hoyte, and Peter Domkins, her trainer's done a fantastic job with her for A.E. La Rosa and J.A. Selly, written by Grant Cooksley, who replaced Brian York. York committed to ride Basics. The runner-up, Basics by Sir Tristram from Dazzling Flyer, trained by Jack Denham, Brian York, and number 7, third. That's Vaux by Centro from Winning Hawk. A grey mare 5, Bart Cummings, Danny Nicolek. Now, fourth was number 8, Bossy. Bossy ran 4th. Number 5 was 5th, Gala Ball. And number 3, St. Pamela ran 6th. 217853. Yes.
Racing. Broken a pretty good line too. Katana on the outside, one of the first to hit the ground from the outside from Solidwood, St. Christoph and St. TV going through. Behind those, Warman, a length and a half out, Floral Prince, Swayze, Greygo. Tie box to the inside, and they got away now, settling into stride from He-Man from Another Excuse and Kukal. Katana off the fence, about a neck in front, off St. TV, a length further back, Solidwood. One St. Christoph, tie boxer from Warman. Then now Floral Prince, Swayze, Greygo, 2 to Another Excuse, and well back in the race before the turn is He-Man and 4 lengths to Kukal, Katana and Centivi. Centivi held up today on the inside of Katana, a length Solidwood. St. Christoph trying to get out, and they're 2 in front of our Floral Prince, and a gap in the race, and Another Excuse. Katana a half in front, 3/4 in front when they turn. St. Christoph after it. Centivi struggling from Solidwood. St. Christoph gets up to Katana with 150 to go. Katana fights back. They get close. St. Christoph in front of Katana, and St. Christoph wins a neck. Katana 3 away, third Solidwood from He-Man, who run on from Greygo. Then further back, St. TV, our Floral Prince, Another Excuse. Well back there was Tie Boxer from Warman, Kukal and Swayze tailed off.
Number 10, St. Christoph, the winner. 7,
Number
10, 270. 1 Katana, 230. 5 Solidwood, 370.
Number 10 there, St. Christoph, to return on the Super Tab, 640, 240. 1 Katana, 250, and 5 Solidwood, 320.
Got 57.4. Only 2 tenths outside the track record returned by St. Christoph, who had a significant weight drop today. Kevin Forrester up, has gone up to Container. They got a little bit close, but Forrester straightened the horse up, and it's won by just on a half length. In new class or race record time, number 10, St. Christoph, Kevin Forrester beating 1 Container, Kieran McAvoy, and third number 5, Solidwood, Damien Oliver, 10.15, 10.15. Sectionals there, 44.6, 34.3, 23.4, and 12 seconds. So the quickest part was the early part of the race, and they just slowed up a little up the home straight, the last 212 straight. St. Christoph got out after Katana. Katana led outside St. TV. St. TV, we know, goes at breakneck speed, but he didn't today. He took hold of him, and he railed up on the inside of Katana, and Katana led him about a neck. Katana shook off St. TV when they turned, but St. Christoph had the nice drag up behind them, third and fourth, just getting the second of the race. And he got to Katana. There was a weight difference, with McAvoy riding at 57.5 on Katana, St. Christoph 52, so it's a 5.5 kilo weight difference. It was just that in his favour.
National Racing Service.
They're off this time. Walk the Wild Side didn't jump all that brilliantly on the inside, and is back to last. And Movie Star flew out and leads narrowly from Athena, and Fleet is going up quickly. Pepper Mission is starting to master speed, followed closely by Walk the Wild Side, going through inside Dog Zula. And then Miss Relentless, followed at the head of the others, Forest Express, Queen's Message, Kitchen, Julie Magic. And the rank outside is Last Samithia. The leader is Movie Star, the Queenslander, coming to the corner, a length and a quarter on Athena. Travelling third is Walk the Wild Side, getting off the fence, and on her outside is Pepper Mission, at about 2 or 3 lengths to Fleet, and then Doc Zula and Forest Express in the straight. 300 to go. Movie Star is the leader. A half Walk the Wild Side, Pepper Mission, followed on the outside Forest Express, and Athena poking through along the rails as Christopher Muntz goes for Movie Star. The Queenslander responds. Forest Express is setting it after Movie Star, but to no avail. It's all Movie Star, a nice filly. Movie Star from Forest Express, Walk the Wild Side third. Then Fleet, a nice debut. Samithia made up ground, followed by Athena, Pepper Mission, Doc Zula, Queen's Message, and then Kitchen. A long margin off to Julie Magic and Miss Relentless at the tail of the field.
3 Movie Star, 540, 190. 6 Forest Express, $3. 1 Walk the Wild Side, 150.
Number 6, Forest Express, $3.30. And number 1, Walk the Wild Side, $1.30. Movie Star, trained by Bruce McLaughlin. in Brisbane, and won at her only start prior to today. She's bred by Mr. J. Suduk, who owns the horse in partnership with S. Suduk, J. Cornish, T. Blacklaw, the Mansell Family Racing Syndicate, P. Duke, I. McGrath and J. O'Brien, trained by Bruce McLaughlin and ridden by Chris Muntz. Number 3 is first. Number 6 second, Forest Express. She's by Captive Edition from Myra's Best to Chestnut Filly 2, trained at Warwick Farm by Gary Portelli, Rod Quinn, the rider. And Walk the Wild Side didn't jump very well. And Bayer Brown Filly 2 by Snardee from Regal Walk, Peter Hayes, Greg Childs. And number 7 ran 4th, and that was Arthena, whose run was good. Out of the former top mare Flitter, facing the starter for the first time, and Fleet ran officially 5th, and she got home pretty well too at this, her debut. 3, 6 and 1. The time for the race is coming up now. Thank you, Tone. It is 59.17, 59.17. Record is held by All the Rave at 58.51. The winning margin was 1.5 lengths, with 2 lengths separating second and third. The sectionals, the first 400 clocked in 23.69 and the last 600 in 35.48. An easy win to Movie Star. Good name for a horse, eh? Movie Star. Gave nothing else a chance. Walked the Wild Side, didn't jump all that well. Tended to get onto the wrong leg as they came round the home corner, but only plotted in the straight, and she was disappointing. Queen's Message, well, it shows the weakness of that race at Rose Hill, won by Lavina Bay. In hindsight, when we watched on closed circuit and saw how badly Lavina Bay went in Queensland, didn't give you much hope for Queen's Message. Dog Zula did absolutely nothing. As I say, of the beaten division, the horses that caught my eye of the certainly of the unplaced lot were Arthena and Fleet. Here are Tate's. Number
Signal, they're off and running. Broken a perfect line too. Magnificent start, actually, and Count Venetian out in the centre, and Cerberus near the inside, away quickly, and Idiati is fired up from the outside. Away fast is travelling forward. Cerberus had the lead from Count Venetian, swords drawn. Brilliant Power pushed up on the inside. Idiati trying to get in from Interim. Then Ron One, Exciting Ranch. Further back, isn't he? Gorgeous Ice Doctor. Then Streak from Starletto, Navajo Flash, and Our Grade. 1,600 out. Familiar Role for Cerberus on top. 1.5 lengths now to Count Venetian. Third is Brilliant Power to half, swords drawn. 1 length further back than Idiati. Caught a little deep around the outside of Interim from Ron One, and isn't he Gorgeous travelling wide. Then Exciting Ranch and 2 to Ice Doctor, Streak, followed by Starletto. It's got 2 behind it, Navajo Flash, and last of all Our Grades. At the 1,300 metre mark, around the bottom turn, and the leader Cerberus lengthened in front, nearly 2 lengths now to Isn't He Gorgeous, who works up second. 1.5 lengths further back, Brilliant Power third. 3/4 Count Venetian fourth, 2 to Swords Drawn. Then came Idiati, is on the outside. Over on the fence is Exciting Ranch, and Idiati's out 3 deep. 1 length then to Ron One from Interim, followed by Streak. Interim's also 3 deep. 1 length further back, Ice Doctor, 1 to Starletto, Navajo Flash, and last of all is Our Grades. Rolling along to the 850 metre mark. Cerberus 1 length in front of Isn't He Gorgeous, 2.5 Brilliant Poet. A neck further back, 4th is Count Venetian, 2 then to Idiati up 5th. 1 length then Swords Drawn from Ron One. Interim taken deep and further back in the race, Starletto around the outside of Streak from Exciting Ranch, Ice Doctor. Our Grades and Navajo Flash, 600 out. Cerberus went for home, 1.5 lengths, Isn't He Gorgeous, who's gone. Brilliant Poet getting off the inside, and wider out as Idiati. Then Count Venetian further back, then came Interim. Off the track is Street, followed by Starletto, and then Ron One. Cerberus in front up to the turn, a neck in front of Brilliant Poet. A neck then to Idiati from Count Venetian, then Streak making some ground around Interim. Further back, Starletto. Cerberus first for home, a neck in front now on the outside is Brilliant Poet. And here's Streak with a late run. Streak is finishing well. It's moving up now to tackle Cerberus, followed by Brilliant Poet. Streak has taken the lead. Cerberus fights back. Streak in front near the line, and Streak